Over 500 real Tesla battery data points, owner comments, professional diagnostics, and recurrent auto data combined. Here is what it actually shows. Before we get into the numbers, I want to address something the comments section kept coming back to. Most people do not drive 50,000 miles a year. For the majority of owners, time matters as much as mileage. So this video organizes the data two ways, by mileage and by vehicle age. Because a 2018 Tesla with 60,000 miles has lived a very different life than a 2023 Tesla with 60,000 miles, and the battery numbers reflect that clearly. Starting with LFP, the age versus mileage comparison tells an interesting story right away. The newest results are the cleanest. A 2024 Model Y rear-wheel drive BYD Blade LFP from Giga Berlin at 40,000 kilometers showed zero measurable degradation. Exactly 393 kilometers against an original 393. A 2025 Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive at 11,000 kilometers reported 100% state of health from the built-in battery test. These establish a useful baseline. Moving into 1 to 2-year-old LFP cars, the results stay strong. A 2023 Model 3 rear-wheel drive LFP in Victoria, Australia, with 115,992 kilometers, reported 93.98% via TESI, charging to 80% nightly and to 100% weekly. A 2023 Model Y LFP with 105,000 kilometers came in at 94% to 95%. A 2023 Model 3 LFP owner in Aruba with 33,000 kilometers reported 95.4% retention in a climate sitting at 31 to 33 degrees Celsius year-round. That result puts real numbers behind LFP heat tolerance for the first time in this dataset. The most extreme heat result came from a 2024 Model Y Standard Range CATL LFP owner with 17,500 kilometers, reporting 94% state of health after 2 summers, including road trips in 50 degrees Celsius Mediterranean conditions. 94% after 50-degree heat directly contradicts the assumption that hot climates are particularly damaging for LFP. Now here is where the age comparison gets interesting. A 2022 Model Y rear-wheel drive LFP with just 12,800 kilometers, a 3-year-old car with very low mileage, showed 3% degradation. Compare that to 2023 LFP cars at over 100,000 kilometers, showing similar or slightly worse retention despite being driven 5 to 8 times more miles. Calendar aging is visible even in LFP data. For low-mileage owners, time may matter more than charging habits. The NMC data is where the AG versus mileage split produces the most striking differences. The newest NMC cars look strong. A 2025 Model Y Legacy NMC at 48,270 kilometers reported 96%. A 2025 Model 3 Long Range at 11,000 kilometers reported 100% state of health. Moving back to 2020 to 2022 vintage NMC, the picture becomes more varied. A 2020 Model 3 Performance at 75,000 kilometers reported 88%. A 2020 Model 3 SR Plus at 112,000 kilometers reported 88% on the built-in battery test, charging primarily on level 2 with a daily average state of charge of 65%. Now move back to 2019 vintage NMC and the picture changes noticeably. A 2019 Model 3 SR Plus at 187,000 kilometers came in at just 76% state of health, with actual remaining capacity at 39.7 kilowatt-hours against an original 52 kilowatt-hours. The owner bought the car 5 months ago with unknown previous history, which is almost certainly the explanation. A 2019 NMC pack at 76% is an outlier, not a representative result. But it is a powerful reminder of why charging history matters so much when buying used. The most important age-related pattern in the NMC data involves 2019 to 2021 Model 3 performance variants specifically. Across the combined dataset, these cars consistently show 85% to 91% retention at 50,000 to 85,000 kilometers, regardless of charging habits. An owner who researched 10 2021 Model 3 performance vehicles, all at 55,000 miles, found average degradation of 13% to 18%. Time is doing as much work as charge cycles on these cars, and sorting by age makes that pattern unmistakable. The most remarkable NMC result remains the 2019 Model 3 SR Plus owner at 89,000 miles, showing 87% retention after exclusively supercharging since 39,000 miles, holding the Tesla Top Charger badge for 2025 in the top 10% worldwide. Exclusively supercharged for 50,000 miles at 87%. Better than some home charging owners at equivalent mileage. The battery management system is doing its job when the car is used consistently rather than sitting at high states of charge between sessions. The NCA data is the smallest portion, but the age comparison here is the most dramatic of all three chemistries. A 2018 Model X 75D at 61,000 miles reported 86% retention, showing 204 miles against an original 238. That is 14% degradation at modest mileage, and the explanation is almost entirely age. A 2018 vehicle is now 7 years old. NCA loses capacity from calendar time and heat, regardless of miles driven. The 75D pack was also known to show faster early degradation than the larger 100 kilowatt-hour packs from the same era. A Model 3 SR Plus from Prague with NCA chemistry at 110,000 kilometers reported 86%, with unknown previous history, now charging at home to 80%. 86% at 110,000 kilometers with an unknown history sits at the lower end of what you would hope for. Compare those to the NCA result from the previous video. A 2018 Model X at 414,000 kilometers, showing 80% after daily supercharging in extreme temperatures. It had 7 times more miles and only slightly more degradation than the 75D at 61,000 miles. The mileage is not the primary driver. Age and thermal history are. The professional diagnostic data from ERPR Motors confirms this. Their 259 battery health analyses showed 100 kilowatt-hour Model S and Model X NCA packs averaging 95.3% state of health. The larger packs with better thermal management hold up significantly better than smaller, older variants across the same calendar age. When you sort all 500-plus data points by both mileage and age, 5 conclusions hold up consistently. Calendar aging is real and measurable across all 3 chemistries. It hits NCA hardest, NMC performance variants second, and LFP least of all. For owners driving 10,000 to 15,000 miles per year, vehicle age matters at least as much as mileage. LFP is delivering on its heat tolerance reputation across every warm climate in this dataset, including extreme conditions. The results from Aruba, Australia, and the Mediterranean directly contradict the assumption that hot climates significantly damage LFP when the car is managed correctly. NMC Performance variants from 2019 to 2022 show a consistent calendar degradation pattern that charging habits alone cannot fully prevent. If long-term retention matters, a long-range variant of the same age will almost always outperform a performance variant at equivalent mileage. Battery management system calibration affects the accuracy of owner-reported numbers more than most people realize. Cycling to 100% and down to around 10% periodically gives the system accurate data at both ends. Using TESI, Recurrent Auto, or an OBD reader gives significantly more reliable numbers than the dashboard range estimate. And unknown charging history remains the single biggest variable in every outlier result. The best results almost always come from owners who know their full history. The worst almost always involve unknown previous ownership. Drop your numbers in the comments. Model, year, chemistry, mileage, capacity percentage, and how you measured it. The more specific, the better. And if you want to be there when the next video comes out, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.